Hey guys, Spathi here. Today I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront. I wanted to talk a little bit about Battlefront 2 while I'm playing through some drop zone here. I'm playing this while recording, so don't mind me if we run into a hacker or anything silly like that. I joined at the end of a round and the guy's like, I'm leaving, on-shot Hanzo's here. But yeah, Battlefront 2. A lot of people have been asking me my thoughts on Battlefront 2. I'm not really surprised. Haven't gotten to really do a video for it yet. But it kind of seems like, from what I've been seeing, and basically what I told people for such a long time was that basically this game was going to be just like a beta for the next game, and based on everything I've seen so far, I think that's, wow, how did he not die? It seems like that's pretty much true at this point. So they're going to be adding a single player campaign, they're going to be, ow. What the heck did he hit me with? Explosive shot 19x or something? They're going to be going back to the class system, similar to the older games. Going to do more of a progression-based system this time. They're going to have just more and more content. The whole shebang, basically. It seems like they're going to basically improve everything from the original game. Of course, I mean, this is basically their chance for redemption. I mean, a lot of people... This game has a lot of issues. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but it definitely does. There's horrible balance. There was kind of a lack of content when the game came out. Hackers are a huge issue on PC. They're just kind of like everywhere. Which is why everybody thinks people cheat, because there's just a lot of cheaters, unfortunately. So, if you're a more veteran player and you're still playing for whatever reason, especially if anybody new hops in the game, and they're just getting destroyed, what do they expect, or what do they think? I mean, a lot of people, these newer players, they don't know how overpowered some of this stuff is. I mean, you've got Bacta, you've got the E3, which I'm using right now. You've got Stim, Bodyguard, all kinds of fun stuff like that. So, I mean, it's hard to really blame them, but yeah, game has so many issues. This is a redemption arc for EA and for DICE. I mean, I don't know if I blame DICE too much. I kind of placed most of the blame on EA, honestly. The game was kind of rushed to launch the same time as the Star Wars movie, which it kind of seems like Battlefront 2 might be releasing slightly faster than it should anyway, to come out slightly before the Last Jedi movie. Because I think they said there was going to be some issues, and I saw a news post, I don't know if it's true. They were saying there's going to be some issues with the game until the first major patch. It's like, if this is true, like, are they seriously admitting there's going to be problems with the game before it even comes out? I don't know if that post is true. Maybe somebody can confirm or deny it for me. But I think there's a lot of things they're going to be doing right this time that'll hopefully make it a better game over the previous one. Going back to a class-based system, I think is definitely going to be a good improvement. Currently, with the current system, how star cards and stuff work, you can just mix and match and do whatever you want. If they're going to do it more, if it's going to be more like, say, like a Battlefield game or something, it'll be a lot easier to balance the classes, You don't have to worry about any sort of certain combos being just completely overpowered. This time around, they can, balance the classes as like a single unit. So you don't have to take everything into consideration when you're thinking about combination. So it's like, say Jetpack and Bowcaster are really strong. Well, in the next game, you could still have Jetpack, you could still have Bowcaster, but say you just put them on different classes. Well, they're not really a problem anymore, right? So yeah, that's kind of what I meant by making balancing a little bit easier. How pathetic are you that you need to cheat to be good at a game? This is kind of stuff I'm talking about. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone searched rage hacking. Kind of like one of the other videos I'm going to be posting. I guess I'm going to probably post that video actually after this video. But that is something that had happened recently. So they've kind of talked a little bit about what's going to be in the next game, simply because the deluxe edition has some more info. So that adds some epic abilities, which it sounds like that's just kind of a progression-based system. I wouldn't be surprised if they went with like the card system they had in this game, but you basically got cards to unlock stuff for your character. So I guess rare, epic, etc. are gonna be like, you know, just slightly better versions of an ability. So if you have like a rare jetpack and then you get like an epic jetpack, I assume it's just gonna be slightly better. Kind of like how you upgrade cards currently. That's just my speculation. That's nothing confirmed or confirmed or anything, but that's kind of just what I think. Looks like they're going to be doing weapon attachments, which is fine. You know, it seems like they're trying to add a lot of progression and stuff to this game. There really isn't a lot of progression. I mean, you level up, you got like a few skins, whoop-de-doo. Like, that was it. It's like the difference between level like 90 and level 100 was like 2 skins. Woo. But the big thing that I haven't even mentioned yet that they're going to be doing is no seasons pass that people were saying. Well, some people are like, oh, well, that just means you can't buy them all at the same time. Like, if there's not going to be seasons pass, I would assume that means there's not really going to be DLC. Right? I mean, that would be what I assume. They're either going to go like the microtransaction route, something similar to like Battlefield 1, where you can buy those cases or whatever to unlock stuff faster or better or whatever. Suck really bad to have to buy hacks. Wow, my aim was bad on that guy. Or maybe you can just pay for cosmetics. So, you know, more skins for your clone trooper or whatever. Is they hack? They aren't good. Yeah, that's pretty much what I told people before for this game. It's like I really wish instead of segmenting the community, they had done a cosmetic system and just added way more cosmetics to the game. So like, don't split the player base. You know, you could have more maps and stuff added to the old vanilla playlist because like I barely even play any of the DLC stuff anymore. Like I don't play Bespin really much anymore, although that sounds like people still play Bespin. I haven't played Scarif in a while, although I think that one might still be doable. If there's ever a Death Star lobby going on, there's probably only one in the entire game, or at least on maybe one region, the regions I play. But like, there's probably one Death Star game going on for EU or US, and I haven't. It's been a long time since I played Outer Rim, and it just even for competitive matches, we've barely used any of the DLC maps at all because, you know, everybody has to have that stuff. It's a pain in the butt. So let me join in this game. Looks like there's people saying stuff. I'm just ignoring them. But yeah, completely segmented. Apparently they want to avoid that. I like the whole EA is like, well, we might have seasons pass. I don't know. But, you know, let's hope they stay with the whole Titanfall 2 kind of only thing you pay for is like cosmetics and stuff. And people love cosmetics. I mean, look at games like League of Legends and Overwatch. I mean, Overwatch isn't free, but I mean, League of Legends, but just that whole pay model where you can pay and get just random cosmetic stuff. Like Overwatch does events where, you know, you can only get these cosmetics for a limited amount of time. Well, guess what? People pay money and support the game. My roommates probably spent $100 at least on Overwatch. That's including buying the game. Maybe more. She's probably spent more than that. She's like, well, I like supporting the game. It's a fun game. You know? And it's cosmetics. Who doesn't like cosmetics, right? You want to look cool. Show off to people or whatever. But, I mean, just look at that. That's way more money that Overwatch has gotten just because of some cosmetics than I've paid for this game. Actually, I had originally bought this game. I returned it and took a break for a little bit and then bought it again when it went on sale. So I basically only paid like 50, 60 bucks for this game to get my money's worth out of it. I'd say I've probably gotten my money's worth out of 50 bucks on this game, but you know, there's a lot of people that paid like, what, 100, $120 on this game, which I definitely don't think this game is worth that. But you know, some people paid it. Like all of our balls. Wow. This guy's being really rude. There's a guy under me. Yeah, attachments. I think they'll be interesting. I don't think Hanzo is cheating. Because you all don't know who he is. Well, apparently Michigan knows who I am. But, what was I saying? Attachment? So it sounds like ADS and hipfire are going to be different. So in the current game, it sounds like they're going to keep third person, which is fine. I mean, it's kind of what makes Battlefront, third person. Third person, supposedly, you know, is going to be the best way to play. You can take... Wow. I'm not going to repeat what he just said. It sounds like third person... I think it's always going to be superior if it's the option, but I think somebody was claiming level cap who'd played maybe some of the game before at one of the EA conference things they've done recently, was saying that first person has its own advantages. Yeah, that doesn't work when I've got stim pack on. Static needing to be to cheat. But basically ADS, it sounds like it's going to have a spread advantage over hipfire, which I think... I don't know if I like that or not. I mean... I don't know, but I think it's mess something. Ah, I'll tell him later. But I think if they keep the same kind of system, ADS slows you down, and then hipfire will probably just be the same as before. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's going to slow down the pace of the game. I don't know how rolling is going to change. There's a lot of other things I don't know how they're going to change. I mean, it's going to be the same engine. We know they're going to use Frostbite. This is basically just going to be an enhanced version of this game. Like, they already said that they were improved the lightsaber combat quite a bit. So, because currently it's really kind of just clunky. There's not really much to it. Like, if you've ever played something like Jedi Academy, which I did a video series on, that was a lot more interesting lightsaber combat than you can currently do. Wow, I'm not very good with the scout pistol. And just the current game is just, the hero combat's so eh. It sounds like they're gonna do like a rock, paper, scissors for heroes now. So like certain heroes are just gonna be designed to be better against other heroes. So like maybe Han will be good against like Greedo, and then Greedo will be good against like, I don't know, Leia, but then Vader could also be a good against Han, you know, something like that, to make it a little more pick based. Yes, he is, but it's been long before you got here. Oh man. So it should be interesting. As far as like dedicated servers go, I liked how people were upvoting that post on Reddit about him confirming there's going to be dedicated servers. It's like, he's like, yeah, we'll have dedicated servers as always. Like, every single one has dedicated servers. I mean, just because they say there's going to be dedicated servers doesn't mean that it's gonna be, you know, have a server browser, or that you're gonna be able to host your own, or even that but man, while playing it's hard to like keep a cohesive thought while I'm playing sometimes. Doesn't mean we're gonna be able to host our own, doesn't even mean we'll be able to do the Battlefield 1 option of paying to have our own server, but that would be nice. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting kicked from games because people think I'm cheating or whatever. No, oh my god. Alright, I'm talking. But yeah, anyway, I think the game is going to have a lot of potential. I don't know if it's going to be good, but you know, my main concern is cheaters and balance. If they can get those two things right, I think it's just going to be a vastly superior game to this one. So we're just going to have to wait and see once more info comes out. I thought more info was going to come out, but the videos and stuff I've seen didn't really elaborate much more than what we had already kind of figured, assumed, or had been shown. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.